Nice. Oh boy.
Oh.
I'm glad somebody did a wig.
Who did a wig?
Man, I always spill porn this way.
That is a lot of fuzz.
You're looking good tonight.
That's what she said, dude.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Boys. What spell?
I don't even know how to drink from this glass. It's so awkward.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool class.
Hold on, is that stash real, Bennett? That thing looks fresh as shit.
Is this stash real? Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, dude, that is authentic.
Come pull on it, baby.
Free rides.
Jimmy, you got some freaking blow on your nose.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm a Touron.
Yes.
Got cameras ready.
Oh, baby. Oh,
Tripod.
oh
That's pretty good. And the lens cap is on the camera too.
Oh shit.
That almost would have made it better, though.
That's why I pointed it out. It's perfect.
I think they're off on these. Yeah. Okay.
ready to go.
So Mike is Peter Lick, but he's not. Yep. He's not selling it.
I know. I'm not. I don't have the Australian accent. I wish I did.
G'day, mate.
Do it, man. I give you plenty of preparation
G'day,
to
mate.
practice for this.
I know. I really should have, but you know, it's gonna end up insulting the entire country. So didn't want to do that.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
How un-American.
Yeah, I know. I'm the Americanized Peter Lick. I think he lives here now, anyway, doesn't he?
Probably Las Vegas or something.
Yeah.
Paul, what the hell are you, man? I can't figure it out.
Are you serious? Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Awesome
What
powers.
does it have to do with photography?
He was a fashion photographer before he was a.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on, you guys. Fucking
Austin
rookies.
Powers?
Yeah, do your homework.
I love
I don't
it.
even know if I've watched one of those movies all the way through, actually.
I'll shag you later.
Mine might be kind of confusing now that I look at myself.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure you out.
I thought it'd be pretty straightforward, but
What do you got? What do you got there?
dude, I got Navajo blanket, flannel, like kind of a fedora hat.
You are
Maybe
a
I'm
influencer.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm Chad Wanderlust.
I thought my chest hair would give it away, but maybe you guys haven't seen that yet. It's
No, I knew you were, Paul. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize the connection, but to photography. But yeah, it makes sense.
I trimmed it up a little bit for you boys.
I feel like I just kind of look like a vaquero or something. Like,
I like it. That's a
it's not bad, huh?
no, it's not bad at all.
You doing any selfies, Eric? Because I can show you how to do them.
So, Jimmy, you're gonna have to do that continually throughout the episode.
You asked me, that was totally
Just randomly start doing that.
Get the flash.
so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the brews. Tonight I'm drinking Fog from Monkish in Torrance,
Nice.
LA, because who doesn't love some fog on Halloween, in the fall? That's like dream right there. So this is the Fog Machine. This one has Citra, Nelson, and Galaxy. It's a triple IPA. Looks like it's 10% even. If you guys remember on our last episode with Sarah, I drank the double IPA version of this. So this is like the triple IPA version of Foggy Window, and it is excellent.
Nice.
Everything you'd want in a triple
Nice.
IPA. Finally breaking out my skull glass too. I bought this because it looks super sick, and I never use it 'cause it's so awkward to drink out of.
Yeah, it looks like it's pouring like syrup.
Oh yeah, this is a thick one.
I like the glass. Looks badass. Looks a
Yeah, it
little bit.
does. It's cool glass.
Yeah. It just has like a super weird lip to it, and like the shape is weird because it like curves in. So like, you gotta like slurp it out.
Where are they from again, Eric?
It is Torrance, LA, Monkish.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I found some of that on tap this last week. I think I showed you guys. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, you had a water balloon fight club.
Yeah, it was good.
Nice.
Yeah. I was stoked to finally find some of that here locally.
Nice.
Eric, you also
Peter
kind of
Lick
look a
drinking.
little bit like Georgia O'Keeffe, from like the Ghost Ranch days. The hat and the Navajo thing. You can pull that off.
Me?
Yeah. I couldn't think of her name. I was like, who's Stieglitz's wife that lived out there? I couldn't think because she's always
She had a
had that hat
mustache.
on.
She had a mustache and a
Well,
shaved head.
yeah, probably, yeah.
Later in
But
life.
she always had that hat on, and she was always wearing some kind of Navajo. Well, not always, but garb. But anyway, so I'm drinking Infinite Ghost from Parish Brewing.
Nice.
Yep, every year this is a solid contender. Look forward to it every year. All Citra hops, just absolute hop bomb. Super juicy, super citrus. I love it. It's good every year. Appreciate the package, Paul. The shipping. You the man, dude.
Yeah, Ghost in the Machine is a
Take a
classic,
picture of
and
that.
so they do a double dry hop Ghost in the Machine, which is awesome, and then that's like triple dry hop version
Yep.
that they did for their anniversary last year, but then they rebrewed it again recently. How's that one
Yep.
tasting?
It's
It was
awesome.
so good last year.
It's so good. It's I mean, it's up there with all the Fidens ones. I mean, it's phenomenal. I'm trying to look at. All right, so it was brewed on the 18th of September, so it's still quite fresh. Oh, it doesn't have an ABV on it though, at least not that I can see.
I think it's an 8-piece.
It's a what?
Yeah, it's a double IPA, so that's like around 8
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, 7,
8 or
8.
9.
Okay, it's good. Super smooth. Could definitely do more than one of these in a sitting.
Bet you will, you savage.
You know it, baby.
I know how Peter does it. He doesn't
That's
mess-
right. Yeah, I mean, 2
It's
of these
amazing.
is breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised you don't have the sun and the moon behind you. They're in the same frame.
I actually looked. I looked on. I like tried to figure out how to do that, but I didn't look until today. And I would need a green screen, so I was all set up to have that behind me, but thought
You don't
about it
really
too
need
late.
a green screen for Zoom. You can do a background pretty easily. I never set one up, and I do virtual backgrounds.
Really. Fuck.
Yeah, so actually, I changed my costume last minute because I told my wife what I was originally going to do. And I
Oh
was
yeah,
going,
what were you originally gonna do? I forgot about that.
I was going to do, like, because you had claimed Peter Lick, like, right from the beginning when I first had this idea. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, what else is on the table? That would be good. So I was going to come up with some kind of a moon costume. So, like, I would be the moon, and then I was going to put
Yeah.
a cloud background behind me. See, you guys got it. She was like, that's so stupid. That's not funny. I'm like, it's amazing. It's creative and it's simple and elegant, but
I think people would have found it pretty funny.
Agreed.
well, now I had an excuse to have a mustache, so
There you
that's
go.
payback on my wife.
Now you
Yeah,
can-
it's amazing how well it stays on too.
yeah, it's pretty impressive. Nice and thick.
Yep. Lush.
So
Like Ron Burgundy.
I brought something a little different here tonight. So this is Green Goblin, a little Halloween theme by Deep Fried Beer out of Catskill, New York. It's the first one I've had, and it's really nice. It's really pretty thick beer here. But this one is double IPA. It's 9.1, and it's about a month old from what I can tell. Yeah, super smooth. It tastes a lot. I'm sensing like a lot of pineapple in there so far, but it's kind of warming up, and I mean, this thing is. It is.
That looks good.
That is
You said it's just
juicy,
a
yeah.
double IPA. It's not like fruited or anything.
I was just looking it up, and they might be doing that a little bit, but it is definitely solid. I'm
color on that looks
impressed.
great.
Yeah, the other one I had from them, I think in the last episode I didn't enjoy it as much, but this one is really pretty solid. So
Nice.
Is Catskill? Is there actually a town called Catskill?
yeah, there is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean, I know the region is the Catskills. I didn't realize there was a town.
yeah.
Cat skulls.
Catskill.
Like kill cats, but
Oh wow.
Catskill mice.
right.
They do kill. Yeah.
Yeah. But that whole area has kind of like grown a lot, like Hudson and Beacon and like Middletown, where Equilibrium is out of. Just over the past like 15 years or so, there's just been a lot of growth. And Woodstock's a great town too down there.
Oh yeah.
I think I heard somewhere that house cats in America alone kill like 2 billion birds a year.
Yep.
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're homicidal maniacs.
Yeah, they're killing machines. And you
They
keep them
are.
in a house all day long. They get outside. They're like,
It's instinctual too. I mean, like they don't even have to like. It can be a house cat, like see some shit, and they're like, "I'm gonna fuck that up."
if you die too, they'll start eating you like after a few days. If you die in your house.
Huh.
I don't know. My ex-wife had a cat. That thing wouldn't kill shit. I had a million mice in my basement. It wouldn't do a damn thing.
You killed your wife and the cats never ate her.
Yeah, I tried.
Trying to dispose of the body.
Yeah. Fucking have to dig a hole. Sucks.
Well, it's good of the cat to cut down on the funeral fee.
Yeah.
Funeral
Exactly.
expenses. Yeah, it's trying to help you out. They're looking out
Yeah.
for you.
Appreciate it.
All right, boys. So I've got some liquid spells tonight.
Cool glass.
It's the Brewhouse Fiden's collab that we picked up here in Portland at night about a month ago or so. Maybe it was canned early September. If you guys have some of this left, it's kind of hitting its stride now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, just have what do you mean some? You got us 2 cans, dude. You blew that one. I have 1 can left because I've been saving it.
There's some puppers.
I'm gonna go total Portland and set up down there in a tent this weekend. Get it stuff as long as they give a more heavy name. This one's great. If you drink both cans that I got you, if you have, it's about time to do that. DDH with Superdelic and Citra, Laconic, and Nelson hops. It's pretty great. So I know we all got some Biden's release that Jimmy took care of us on. I was interested in comparing the two. I don't knock them both out tonight, so I'll drink that one a little bit later. This chest hair is a little itchy.
You got to keep it on the whole episode, man.
Oh man,
Have like
We're
a-
in character now.
like a rash, or like right here, all freaking.
that's
Right?
Yeah, baby.
yeah, baby.
So, Mike and Jimmy, you guys have been shooting fall color around there, or how's it been?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Have you, Jimmy?
Well, this is the only fall color I can get right now, but it's just starting to like come in right now. So I
Super
think
late,
this week,
man.
it's about a week late. But it's
Okay.
been like really drab. Like it's been like a lot of browns, and the oaks are just like they're all green, while the maples are like orange and red. So it's like a weird combination, but I don't know. It's fine.
Nothing
definitely
that
the
you
worst.
HSL sliders can't fix.
Exactly. It's definitely the worst foliage season since I've been living here, which is now 7 years. So Yeah, it is. It's exactly right. It's like drab. It's especially the maples. I think the moisture from all the rain this year particularly affected the maples. So they're kind of brownish and they got all these kind of mildew and mold spots on them. I mean, there's definitely some spots that have, this brilliant oranges and reds and things like that. And if you know where to go, you can find them. But it's also very regional this year. Like normally it's pretty uniform with the areas that are peak, past peak and pre-peak or whatever. It's like from town to town, it's just different right now. Like, around my house right now, it's pretty close to peak. Whereas if you go one town over and it's like there's nothing left on the trees, it's kind of bizarre. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Every year it's so hard to try to predict that and guess it, but there's still some good spots. I was out for a little bit the other day and still had some good color out there.
Sounds like Vermont isn't so great after all.
Not this year. It's not.
Move
Not
those
this year.
sliders,
Dude.
man.
Yep.
It's been amazing here in Utah. Beautiful color. It's still hanging on right now. Had some snow, had some fog. So
Very nice.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about that snow and fog and fall colors. I mean, come on, man. It's like Shangri-La.
yeah, I've got like thousands of files to process, and I'm probably gonna keep going out. So
Jeez, dude.
Good for
That's
you, man. That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, when it hits, it hits. It's like, like last year, like a lot of the trees around me got eaten for the second year in a row by like these gypsy
Caterpillars?
moth caterpillars. Yeah, I mean to the point where like in the spring when all the leaves would normally be out, like the canopy was like gone. Like and
yeah,
so,
that happened
like,
out here
Yeah.
a few years ago, like Colorado and Utah. I think 2016, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so it was like the past 2 summers. This summer was okay, but then we got like Mike said, like inches and like so much rain, it was ridiculous. So
Yeah.
oh well, whatever. Got what we
That's
got.
something
Make the
crazy
best of
about
it.
that is like the population of the caterpillars boomed whatever year that was, but then the next fall was great because there was like some sort of virus that the caterpillars caught, and since
Right.
there's so many of them, they spread it like wildfire, and they just all died off like before the fall season. So it was kind of interesting. This guy that wrote this book Spillover, David Quammen, he was kind of comparing that because he wrote this book like 10 years before the pandemic, but he was like predicting, a pandemic and stuff just because like the human population has spiked so much. And he gave all these examples of like animal populations that have spiked and how a virus has ended up controlling the population and really bringing the population back down. But anyways, that was one of the anecdotes that I remember.
Wild.
are you guys gonna have some more shooting over there and get some more fall action, Jimmy?
Yeah,
and,
no, it's still going. Like I love the kind of shoulder season too. Eric and I were talking about this a bit earlier. Once it's
Yeah.
past peak and there's less leaves and you get more bare trees and there's still a lot to work with. I mean, I'm honestly probably still looking at least another 2 weeks of decent shooting that'll kind of end up as fall images. So you just kind of take it as it comes. But yeah, there's still good stuff out there.
Yeah, there's definitely like a good 3 weeks left of
Yeah.
of interesting stuff. Yeah.
Well, so after I picked up the beers, Jimmy, yesterday, I drove up past Lake George, and I couldn't believe how little color there was. So like it was like pre-peak. It was looking like September. So
Yeah.
like I think if you go up, I don't know if you've been up north that way, but I mean, you definitely got a little bit of time cushion there because that stuff and the color was looking good there too. So
Yeah.
definitely check that out if you haven't been up that way.
Yeah, like I said, like the oaks are just like, yeah, screw it. We're like, like they're all still like green and like,
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah, I
but
couldn't
they'll
believe
get
how
been
green it
warmer?
was.
yeah, it's supposed to be like 65 tomorrow. So,
So
but
yeah,
it's
they're just like holding out, trying to photosynthesize as much as they can. They're like reluctant to start the hibernation because they can keep making food.
yeah, we haven't had
They got
any
to
frost
store
yet.
that to get through winter. I guess they're able to like count. So like it's not like once it finally freezes at night, they'll start changing. It has to be like a certain amount of nights it has to freeze consecutively, and they'll like count. I don't know how many it is. It's probably different for every species of tree, but then they'll start like once there have been enough nights that it's frozen pretty close together.
Yeah, we haven't even had a frost yet. So, and
It's gotten really cold here.
Yeah. I know it's kind of unusual. We haven't even come close to a frost. I don't think we've had a night below 40 at my house, which is at this point in the year is unheard of.
Right.
Yeah, it's been like it was like 20s when I was camping last week with my buddy. It was like frigid.
Yeah, it was 20 a few weeks ago up in the mountains with Bolino. It got down pretty cold. Had some pretty frosty conditions that were pretty sweet.
What's it been like around Portland?
I got out last weekend and went up to like the Mount Adams area. There's usually some pretty good color, and there's some aspen up there and some different things. And it's a little bit behind, but not much. It was really shootable. But I looked at some files from the prior year. It should have been a little bit different, but it's not too far behind. So I'm pretty stoked. There's gonna be a good, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks of some really good shooting. Some, a little early now, some great stuff in the middle in the gorge, and then that tail end stuff that you guys were talking about, where you've got just some limited amount of leaves on the trees. And
Yeah.
still looks great.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked for a pretty long season.
I've always wanted to shoot like Olympic or the Gorge when the big leaf maples are yellow.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that. It's really good. I was shooting a lot of that this last weekend up at Mount Adams, where it's just kind of in there, mixed in nice with the other trees, and those are just really popping up right now. Nice reds.
Is that
and
higher
yellows.
elevation than the Gorge?
It is.
Yeah, because the Gorge
Yeah,
is like
it's
sea
higher.
level, right?
Yep. So you get a little bit higher up. It's getting a little bit colder out there now, and it's foggy out there a lot. So I really like that. It's really, I love those conditions. So
There you go. Fog.
right there, fog.
Fog is.
Oh,
the
where do you
best.
go in the winter up there? Like, what's good in the Pacific Northwest in winter?
I go to
Cascades.
Canada a lot,
Oh, dude.
but yeah, Cascades is good. Rainier's good. There's some stuff at Mount Hood, but a little bit of stuff over towards Central Oregon. I typically, it gets a lot colder up in Canada, so I typically every other winter make a trip up there. Looking forward. Pretty sure I'm going to do it this year. Pretty stoked for it. Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff.
And Mike, you can just like composite whatever you want at that point, right? I mean,
Yeah, of course.
just like clouds.
His name is
clouds
Peter.
behind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
Yeah,
is
come on,
Mike?
dude. I knew what you meant, but
Yeah, Peter, it's-
moon.
Peter, it's great to have you on the show. Finally, I have so many questions for you.
it's a damn pleasure.
The
Been wanting
the
to talk to you
northern
for a
lights
long
over
time.
the palm trees in Hawaii, it was pretty cool. I like that one.
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah. Well, you just have to. So what you have to do is you have to hike about 75 miles to get to this one particular spot, and it's a
To get to the
brutal
trailhead.
struggle. Yeah, to get to the trailhead, and then it's another 100 miles. You can't wear shoes. You got to do that barefoot. But it's part. We got to suffer for our craft, and
Is that through the
that's
lava?
Yeah, exactly. Of course. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jimmy. Yep, that's what we do. That's Peter Lick photography. There, we go places that nobody else can possibly go because I am a superior human being and I make superior images.
That's
And I bless the
inspiring.
world with them.
I'm gonna need the GPS coordinates for that.
They don't even exist.
Hey, Peter, last time I heard you talking, you didn't call them images. I think you like to call them investments.
Investments. That's correct. Yes. Yep. Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, you'd think your house. I'm looking at your background here. You'd think it'd be a lot nicer selling all those $1 million prints.
Yeah. Well,
It
I'm
must be
actually
pretty modest.
I'm actually renovating my $45 million beachfront house. So I'm staying in. This is actually the pool house. So you'll have to pardon that. I do feel a bit like a peasant right now, but
You're roughing it.
I'll be back to living large soon enough.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You gonna braid that, Austin? There.
Hopefully, as the night progresses. you know what the ladies are.
Yeah, it would be great if you pulled a beer out of that.
Hey, who says I'm not?
Yeah, okay. I don't want to blow up your spot, but
Let me have a straw. Let me have a straw lodged in there somewhere. for a couple things.
So
I'll get a picture of it.
Since this episode is airing a few days before Halloween, we decided it'd be appropriate to not only drink some spooky beers, which you'll be seeing throughout the episode, but also some spooky photographs. And I actually really like the selection for this. It's not really... At first, I kind of thought it might be like a gimmick, just looking for like spooky forest scenes. But there's actually a really nice, well-rounded body of work here that we put together. And in the last few years, I've really enjoyed making photographs and also seeing photographs from others of things that aren't like conventionally beautiful. Like none of these images are like eye candy. They're all like really mysterious and interesting and super creative as well. So I'm going to pull these up right now. We'll start going through these.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun looking for these. I found some really interesting ones.
nice.
So we're going to kick it off with a photo from my good friend Jim Becia, who I met last year randomly while photographing around Capitol Reef in the Badlands. Super nice guy. He shoots large format film. So he had this like big honking old looking camera. But yeah, we got talking and then I started looking at his work when I got home and I was blown away. He has a website, but most of his photography is on his Facebook account. He updates that way more frequently than his website. So I highly recommend checking him out on there. The link is in the show notes. But this one is not only like, kind of Halloween themed, nice oranges here, spooky, foggy forest. It's just a fantastic image that I've always liked of his. So I was happy I could feature something for this episode that was appropriate. But yeah, really cool. Obviously, like the sweeping stream is a really nice way to lead you into the scene. But I like how it's framed. It's kind of like right heavy, and then you have all these cool trees on the left side, and then that fog just really simplifies the scene here, and it has a great feeling. And this isn't like super photoshopped or anything because this is shot on large format film, so that's also a part that I appreciate about it, even though I don't shoot film, never will, never have.
This is
I've got a film camera here with me just because.
How many cameras do you own, Jimmy? Jesus.
You can never have enough.
I really like this image you picked out, Eric. The water just kind of pulls you through the scene. Like you said, it's a little heavy on the left, but it all kind of plays out with the water and just looks fantastic. And that fog is really a nice, nice piece to it as well.
How often do you find like a nice curving, winding, unobstructed scene in a forest? Like never.
No, it's super clean. It is really, really clean. It's I love it. It's great.
I'm baffled by why the trunks are white like that.
I was wondering that myself.
Well, it looks like they must have been burned probably. It's like
okay.
So maybe they kept growing, or maybe the undergrowth like covered that part from getting burned or something before the undergrowth got burned away. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it was not not questioning the photograph.
Yeah.
Around here, sometimes like beavers will do a lot of like bark damage, and porcupine will and deer, a lot of things will do a lot of like bark damage, like the first 2 to 3 feet on the trunks.
It looks like the bark might have been scraped off too, so it might be that. I was just noticing that after.
Yeah.
It actually looks like Peter's handiwork in the Down Under when he gets out there with a knife and starts whittling away after he's hiked in about 100 miles. So
150 miles there, Paul. Yeah, that's what I do. I make a shelter out of that bark.
Then you make
I
a
stay out there
cowboy
for a
hat
couple of
after
days.
with the spare
That's
straw.
right. That's actually exactly what this is. Yep. Thank you for pointing that out, Eric. I do appreciate that.
I think you were saying it was a hallucinogenic, weren't you?
At times it is. You have to boil it up, yep, and get it to the right temperature, which of course I know how to do. And
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 only
it's
you.
yeah, and it's wild. It's really
You
wild.
dip a boomerang in that. It's like a poisonous thing to get a kangaroo and stuff.
Yeah, well, you have to boil kangaroo feet with it too, Jimmy. Yeah, that's a good point, but don't give away my recipe anymore, all right?
All right.
If y'all
Actually,
if you need some chest hair to mix in there, just let me know.
That's the next level.
I'll throw it in there.
I don't know if I can handle that.
I've actually been to your home country, Peter, and I ate kangaroo while I was there, and it was phenomenal.
Did you?
Yeah,
On
I was
Barbie?
with Hillary Younger. I forget how she prepared it. I think we made like a curry with like a kangaroo curry.
Ooh,
It's actually really good.
interesting. Hey,
Yeah.
boys.
Already pounded
Somebody's
through
on
that
number
brew
2.
house.
Yeah,
Attaboy, Paul. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
I got to catch up to you degenerates.
Yeah.
I'm still on number 1.
Hey,
I'm
doesn't
on.
surprise me, you influencer. Does not
What's that?
doesn't surprise me with the influencer there. He's
Oh.
number one. He likes to talk a big game, but not really. Not really. I get it.
So what'd you pour, Paul? Sorry, Austin.
Thank you. So this one here is a seasonal series from Great Notion. Last time I believe I called him Fort George, so little correction there. And, this one's called Dead End. So I've not tasted it at this point. It's a 7%. And I have no idea what the profile is. I can't really read that. We're gonna have
It's
to
quite the cough you got there, Jimmy.
Sorry. Yeah.
I think
post
everybody has probably stopped watching this by now because of that, but
Yep.
whatever.
COVID.
That's really nice. That's my first taste. Really good, really solid. 7% hazy IPA. Great beer.
Is that one of their Halloween releases? Because they did like 8.
Yep, it is. It is one of the Halloween releases. Yeah, from the profile, it looked like one of my favorites, so that's the one I pulled off the shelf. I usually pull off like the blueberry and some other stuff as well. But I didn't get one this year. Maybe I'll still get one. They still have it in stock. But I tried. They had a blueberry smoothie that was a Halloween release that I totally missed out on. And blueberry, from a smoothie perspective, is like my favorite. And
I
It's one of the
agree.
best.
I
So
fucking
good.
missed it. I was so bummed. But this is really great. Really great. Cheers.
Yeah, 2021, they did a lot of stouts for Halloween, and they were all super good. Remember those ones?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised.
They only did one. They have the barrel aged something Friends one. It's like Chucky on the graphic, but
Yeah.
yeah, they didn't do any others.
Yeah, I'll probably pick that one up. They'll probably have enough of it. I was surprised too. I think
Friends till the end.
yeah, I think like last Halloween they did that Parish collab too with Ghost.
That was 2021.
Oh, it was. Okay. That was so
Yeah.
nice. God, that was good. Man, that
Yeah,
was a
that one was Ripe in the Machine.
Oh God, that sounds
That's
great.
That's it. It was so good. I was looking at, I had a memory pop up on my phone like a week ago, and I was like, yeah, that was great.
And then they did that stout with marshmallow and cinnamon. That was like, it was like double stacked, but with marshmallow and cinnamon, and it had like the
Jesus.
2 Sasquatch girls, like The Shining, like the twins
Oh,
in
yeah.
The Shining.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man,
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I think it was
love-
like Come and Play or Come Play with Us, something like that.
yes, I loved her for like a month. It was good.
man. You think they may redo those? Or
I don't know. They should.
Yeah, that sounds
They were
phenomenal. I'd love to get in on that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
watching.
sadly-
boys. I'm watching.
Sadly, like Great Notion does a lot of great beers, but they won't do them like even once a year. They'll they haven't done Breakfast of Leisure in years, and that's one of my favorite stouts that they do. It's like double stack with coconut, pretty much, and I think banana.
Dude, that one
or
is. Dude, that one is
Sounds
unreal.
amazing.
Yeah, it's like coconut and cinnamon, I think. But yeah, it's incredible. They did a variation of it in 2021, but nothing since then. They did the banana version in 2021.
Do they ship to Australia for Peter there?
Oh yeah.
Peter's got Garage Project over there.
That's right.
Sure, he'll crack one of those.
Facts.
I wish I could, actually.
Peter, what does an accomplished man of your stature think of this photo?
I love this photo. I do. What I
You just want to
what I
put
like
a moon
about it
between
is
those
it's-
trees, or what?
I would, I mean, there's not enough moon and cloud in the correct order in this photo, but that's fine.
The order is very important.
Exactly. No, well, actually, so what I really love about this photo, like you said, Eric, again, it's kind of right side heavy. That water kind of pulls you into it, but there's just enough visual interest spread out throughout that you can you follow that in initially, and then kind of there's a lot to see and there's a lot to explore in the photo. I even love that little touch of, I don't know, is that moss there on that tree on the left there? It's just kind of like, all these little things that you can find, little details that are just kind of fun to discover. So in addition to everything you guys said, it's a really well made photo, and there's just a lot to explore visually with it. Wonderfully composed, for sure.
Yeah, not only is it well shot, it's like a super unique scene. I've never seen anybody else shoot something like this.
Yeah.
That edge, the edge of the stream that's white, whether that's salt or frost or
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, good point, Jimmy.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, Jim has a lot of incredible work. He's probably in my top 3 favorite photographers. I highly recommend everybody check out more of his stuff. He's from Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, but he comes out to the West like all the time, because obviously there's like nothing to shoot in Wisconsin.
Where was this? Do you know where that one was taken?
I don't know. I think I know, but maybe he doesn't want me to disclose it, so I won't say it.
Okay, cool.
This one, when I saw this one, I was blown away.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So good.
When I saw this on Instagram like a week ago, I was like, dude.
Dude, when you said that to
Yeah,
me,
when you sent that out,
I was like, I don't think these other degenerates had an opportunity to say anything, but I'm like, that's mine.
Yeah, you got it right away.
I am taking that shit. And then as I'm saying I'm taking that shit, I'm sending a message to Bill saying, dude, this is the one. I want to take this image and I want to show it on the show. And he's such a great dude. I mean, I've just corresponded with him on Instagram like several times, just kind of show related stuff. Such a nice guy, super responsive. And if we're looking at like, spooky type Halloween images, I mean, come on, look at this thing.
Yeah, spider webs everywhere. I've never even
come
like, seen
on.
it.
I want to see the spider that's dropping that shit. I mean, that's. I'm like, going, what the hell? Are you kidding me right now? I mean,
we're not here to fuck the spiders, boys.
Yeah, Peter, you've probably seen them.
I was waiting for that.
We're not here to fuck them, though, Paul.
Yeah, this shit only happens in Sweden, where Bill's at, and it happens in Australia, where Peter's at.
Since we've been doing this show, I've realized there are so many great Swedish photographers besides just Hans Strand, the obvious one. Yeah, we're going to have to feature some Swedish photography at some point exclusively for an episode.
I would just recommend not eating Swedish cuisine while we're doing that. Sorry.
You want to insult them anymore before they get on the show, Jim?
How about some Swedish beers?
You guys can come on our show, just don't bring any food.
I'm half Swedish, man, and I just like goo. Sorry.
Swedish meatballs, IKEA. Come on.
Oh, nice, nice cultural appropriation there. Okay, so
Some furniture.
I'm already gonna get hassled for cultural appropriation because I look like a vaquero. But my wife is Mexican, for the record, so
She cleared it.
yeah, I got a card.
She punched your car. Validated your pass.
And I speak Spanish, so
You do. You keep us straight.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
sí. Estamos tomando cerveza, amigos. Una buena cerveza.
Yeah.
Ahí la-
when I saw this photo, it reminded me, like, gosh, it must have been maybe like 30 years ago. I was driving from Syracuse to Binghamton in the morning, like heading south out of Syracuse, New York, and like this morning light on the, in the east, it was just lighting up this little field that had all these spider webs that were covered with dew in it. And, I'm zipping down the highway, but I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. But it was just spider webs everywhere, backlit. But yeah, really cool. It's just hard to find a scene like that because I'm sure it doesn't repeat itself very often.
Yeah, and like compositionally, like what is really nice here is you have like the green stripe in the front and then the red stripe in the middle and the green stripe in the back. So it has like some structure to it. Apart from like the pattern of like the alternating spider webs, from side to side. But yeah, when I was looking at this one, I was like, oh, that's a cool image, but it's on Instagram, so small. And I was like, oh wait, like that's covered in spider webs. Like that's insane.
Dude, I already reached out to him and I said, hey, bro, we want to see the spider. So he's back in the game. He's on the scene. He's searching down the I need to see it. I mean, look at this stuff. Are you kidding me?
Keep looking.
Yeah, this only happens in Sweden and Australia, Peter. Come on.
Yeah, for sure. Now I love the I love how he treated this photo. This kind of the low contrast feel kind of gives it that airy, ethereal sort of feel. So again, in addition to all you guys said, I love how he managed the file, how he processed it, how he shot it. It just really kind of adds to the overall feel of the photo. And, obviously this is a photo about feel. It's definitely got that, feel to it. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, it's just there. It's got that thing that just is absolutely engaging. I love it.
Yeah, his stuff is super unique and personal and creative. He was actually my featured photographer in my last newsletter as well.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, just before this came out.
Yeah, he's great. Super nice guy.
Oh yeah, super cool.
We got to have him on the show. It'd be great.
He says he's down.
Yeah. All right, cool.
That's great.
Get him on. His work is phenomenal. So yeah, love to have him on.
Yeah, just kind of scrolling through right now, and it's just like, holy moly.
Yeah, he's good. He's got good stuff.
Yeah, he's a great follow on Instagram too because he posts pretty frequently, and it's always just unique. It always stops me while I'm scrolling.
Dang. Oh my god. Yeah.
Dope.
Wow.
This one is super creepy.
Yeah.
Looks like a claw or something.
Yeah, this one stopped me in my tracks. It's from a guy, Christopher Weeks. So he is out of, I want to say British Columbia, but I've kind of forgotten at this particular moment. This is like out towards Vancouver, but this is what he was doing here. It sounds as though the project was photographing trees in a rainforest, so a temperate rainforest, using a little bit of intentional camera movement. So this particular image is part of a collection of images that he recently published in a magazine, and some of you may have heard of, but some of you may not. It's ICM Photography magazine, and
is it just a digital magazine?
Yeah, it's a digital magazine, and really cool. I mean, it's each month. It's a quarterly edition, and each time it comes out, it's just loaded with really just interesting photographs. It just gets you thinking about how somebody photographed it and what the intention was and techniques and such. But this collection that he released in this recent issue is just really cool. It just has this like really animal like creepy vibe to it, but it's it's tree roots and branches and it made me stop in my tracks because it just gave me a total creep vibe. It's like, oh my god, I would not want to run into that.
Yeah, I could totally see that, Jimmy. I think this is a fantastic choice. I love images like this, even not in the setting of like a Halloween theme sort of thing. The abstract nature of it. I love the kind of sepia tone, black and white photographs. Just there's something about them that just makes you linger on them a little bit, and he did such a great job with that. So yeah, it's a great choice.
Yeah, the sepia toning had that like organic vibe to it too. Rather than just being like
exactly.
stark
That's why I love it. I love it. It's great. I mean, I put a little bit. I don't think I've done a black and white image that I haven't put some kind of sepia toning on in forever. But he really used it well here, and yeah, it's a cool image. It's fascinating.
How much do you think Christopher could sell this one for, Peter?
Well, so if you were to sell it in my gallery, he could probably get a couple mil for it, I would think. But on his own, I don't know.
Yeah, probably $20 on his own. But I think in your
probably,
with nice lighting, he'd dominate the circuit.
Yeah, we'll put it on that Fuji film or whatever the fuck I use, and a couple million.
Yeah, it's Velvia with a red filter on the front to accent the red.
Peter would transition this to a limited edition investment.
Exactly.
I get it.
It's not
an
investment.
This was a really killer pick for this episode and just in general. The darkness of it's pretty legit. The shadows, the lighting, it's very captivating. Great selection.
Kind of reminds me of Predator.
Right. Or like Slender Man's hand or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the record, I fucking hate Halloween. It's probably my least favorite holiday of the year.
What is that?
I don't know. Just dressing up and stuff. It's like introvert nightmare. Like I've never been into it.
Well,
thanks for that. Okay.
You've got like 600 kids that you got to dress up and like parade around.
When you're out there influencing people, it doesn't seem like it would be a very. Seems like you'd be more into it.
No, I've never been down for Halloween. Honestly, I could care less. Candy too? Ugh.
But what about
From strangers?
But what about the pumpkin spice ales? I mean, come on! I got one of those in the hopper. I'm gonna pull that up now.
Better.
Oh,
I think like I don't even like Christmas either, but I think Thanksgiving is probably my favorite holiday if I got to choose.
There you go.
No,
4th of July is pretty tight too. Have a barbecue, have some beers, some bratwurst, some meat. Yeah. And I mean, I'm pretty proud to be an American too. So.
Yes.
Peter doesn't know what that's like.
I am now too. That now that I've I don't know. We should probably check and make sure I actually live here, but pretty sure I do.
I know he at least has a house in the United States somewhere.
So I'm proud to be an American too. So I'm right there with you on that.
I mean, you have a house. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Too much beer.
Exactly. I sold one print and bought a house.
This collection is definitely worth taking a look at in the ICM photography. Really cool. I think it was all. I think all the images in that particular one were from Vancouver area, where he lives. So cool stuff.
I'd never heard of him before. Actually, hadn't heard of like any of the people that you featured this time, Jimmy. So I was happy about that.
Dove deep, yeah. Yeah, it's really
nice to discover new stuff.
It was neat to explore some really different things.
Whoa! Hey, Bennett, where's the hat? Where's the hat?
It's squeezing my head. This is actually my wife's hat, so it's pretty small, and I have a pretty big head. So most hats like don't fit me comfortably.
Hey, why are you flexing?
How am I flexing? What?
Peter-
Because I'm saying I have a big head.
Peter, help him out.
I don't know where you're headed with this, Paul.
Big brain. Big brain.
So I
No,
moved on to number 2 here.
That's a good one.
Yeah. When these came out, I grabbed a few extra ones, but this is Fiden's Triple Eugene's X, and a couple months old at this point, but it's just a great pour. I had it fresh on their in their new tap room down in Albany. It was great. It tastes very different fresh off the tap, but I enjoyed definitely both.
All right, well, I can't be slacking here, so I'm gonna go get.
Yeah, I guess while you're interrupting the flow of the show and completely throwing it off the rails, I'll just pour a beer as well.
Hey, Jimmy, I want to see the can. Which one is that?
Oh, sorry. This is Triple Eugene's Axe.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Okay, my turn. This is Graveyard Brains from Drecker in Fargo, North Dakota. I had a friend come out backpacking with me that lives in Fargo, so he brought these out for me. This is a smoothie sour, as you can tell, pretty thick, lots of fruit. So this one, get ready because it's a long list. I'm gonna see if I can say it in one breath. This one has blackberry, more blackberry, raspberry, more raspberry, strawberry, more strawberry, guava, more guava, pineapple, more pineapple, mango, more mango, sea salt, lactose, and vanilla beans.
Damn,
Lactose.
Attention! Contains a significant amount of fruit, so please keep cold at all times because re-fermentation can occur.
That sounds fantastic, dude.
It has they put hops in their sours too, which is different from a lot of other people. So this one has Magnum and Hallertau Blanc.
Jeez.
I don't know where Magnum is from, but obviously it hits big. It's packing. Hallertau Blanc is from France or Germany, I believe. Yeah, this one's good. This is my second can of it, but yeah, Graveyard Brains.
That sounds good. My local bottle shop has a lot of Dreckler, but literally the hazies they have are 6 to 8 months old. I'm like, dude, pull this stuff off the shelf. And
Yeah, it's no good.
yeah, it's unbelievable. Just really poor management.
I just get their smoothie sours. They have quite a few different ones. That's what they mainly specialize in, kind of like Mortalis, and they're always super good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So it sounds like Magnum's out of Germany, but they may be growing
Nice.
maybe growing it here.
Yeah.
The Magnum is expanding.
So since we're all on number 2, I opened a Heart of Chaos from Fiden's since,
Man.
That was
Nice.
so good, dude.
I haven't
Peter Lick
had
only
this
gets the
year's yet.
best. Peter Lick only gets the best. So yeah, Fiden's triple IPA, 10% ABV, Citra Nelson and Mosaic hops. It is haven't tried it yet, but it is definitely aromatic. It's got a lot of sense. So I'm looking forward to this one.
And that was the first drop from their
Oh my
4th anniversary.
God.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Jimmy had a fun time getting those.
Jeez.
Oh my God, this is good.
Jimmy was DOA. He was on the gurney.
You guys all got this, right? Because
Yeah, I have 3 of them. And Jimmy
this
got
is
quite
good.
a few of those, I think.
I really
I know I have
lucked
2
out,
more.
and I was just like,
Yeah. He shipped me 7 of those, so it's cool.
oh geez, yeah, I got lucky. And then the other ones were like impossible. Like, well, I was on my deathbed, but come Friday that week or Saturday morning for Hollow Men, like it posted, online, and I never even saw it. Like it just went out like that fast.
Oh, I thought they just didn't put it online for pre-sale at all.
I think that's probably what ended up happening. It was so quick. But apparently some people got it online, but I don't know.
Huh.
Anyway,
People like Peter Lick was able to get some because
Special VIP treatment.
Yeah, had his assistants run down there and pick it up. So
You just gotta have his beer.
someday you'll get there, Jimmy. Someday you'll get there.
That moon will never get in front of the clouds if Peter doesn't have his beer.
No, he's just gotta have the guns.
Exactly
out.
right.
He's gotta have the guns out and the
Moon's out, guns out.
crikey.
yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this one is super awesome. I love images that are just like, what it makes you think like, what else is it? Like this one, I don't even see like trees and branches. I just see like this claw coming down. It's very anthropomorphic. However you say that word, anthropomorphic. It's a hard one to
Sounds
say
about
while you're
right. You're not
drinking.
drinking enough. Yeah.
Dude.
Anthropomorphic. Is that
Wow. That's twice.
Anthropomorphic.
All right, drink half your beer.
But his website is really wild. Like there's some really, like it's a wide range of galleries, like multiple exposure with intentional camera movement. There's some really wild things that he's got going on.
It's cool. I just do unintentional camera movement from time to time.
Yeah, just get the center
Bump the
column
tripod.
up and you're good to roll.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So image from Alex Noriega, who
Never heard of him before.
I know. I was gonna say, I'm sure everybody watching this knows exactly who that is. One of my favorite things about this, so this image in a lot of Alex's images, he's so good at dealing with these very high contrast scenes and portraying them in a way that still feels natural. It's very difficult to do. You can see even in this, as dark as that background is, there is still detail there. So it's just I mean, obviously it's got kind of that spooky element to it. It's dark. It's these branches could be like claws coming out of the ground. I mean, you could kind of run wild with an image like this, but I think this image, like all of his images, just really speak to Alex's skill as a photographer, which is really second to none. And I love the symmetry of this image. I love the balance, the contrast, and definitely a great image.
Yeah, if you saw this bush or whatever it is, it's just like a dry bush, I think, in like even light, where you could see like everything, and probably like the most boring thing in the world. But just like with this lighting and also the processing, because you push the contrast a bit more, but it's like done intentionally. So even though it's like probably not the most natural processing, like it's not how it looked to his eye. It's just done so well and so deliberately that it makes it super interesting how you just have these like little illuminated twigs sticking out, and like the composition of them is so well done. I was blown away by this one when he released it in a gallery. Like even more, I don't remember like what other images were in this gallery, but this is one of my favorite ones. I was like super impressed, just because like whenever somebody can make something ordinary look extraordinary, like that just shows true skill as a photographer.
Absolutely.
So I was like, damn, like Alex, like, yeah, I was super impressed.
Yeah. Alex is a beast. This is great.
Yeah, his vision, having shot with him a handful of times now, when you see him approach the scene, I did too. His vision in the field is
sorry, you didn't pick anything up.
Yeah, I know. I'm still trying.
Did you show him the moon stuff, Peter?
Yeah, I did. I think it's coming out in his next release. He's gonna have a lot of.
He's got a moon one.
Yeah, he's gonna have a moon one, and the clouds will be appropriately placed because he learns from the best. That's a guy like Alex. That's what he does. But no, when you are working with Alex, like the things he sees and the way that he approaches scenes is really unique and special. So
nice. One glaring flaw to me here is that it's missing a rainbow.
Yeah.
That definitely would have made it
Northern
better,
Lights. Yeah.
And if he included the sky too, like gone way wider and shown like a blazing sunset.
Yeah.
Could have a Milky Way. I mean, it's just.
Well, yeah, why stop
But-
there,
Yeah, but he's learning. He's learning.
Hey,
He'll get there one day.
So he took your workshop.
Yeah, he did. He
Nate?
did. Yeah. Hey.
So cool. Yeah, it's just the shadow detail is just it's what do you do with shadows? Do you send
It's
them
so
black,
hard to do in a scene like
or you
this.
pull them back, and they get super noisy, and it's just so cool.
the image reminds me of like chest hair and wiry. If the light hits it just right, it strikes the lady's fancy.
You got some grays,
Yeah, baby.
some gray chest hair.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's mature.
Yeah, this one's sick.
So good.
Good pull, Mike.
It's just like it's so simple yet so engaging. Like that's what I love about it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Like so how many people would just walk by this and not even consider it as a potential subject? Yeah, all of us. Freaking numbnuts over here.
Pretty much everybody except Peter Lick.
Yeah, Peter would grab that shit. He grabbed that.
He's a visionary, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
visionary. Yep.
Well, now Photoshop generate black and white thing with white
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah. And
You're
Northern
good to
Lights.
roll.
Yeah.
Anyways, Michael has some great stuff, and I've been following him for a while. He shoots a lot of forest scenes that are actually really hard to shoot. I shot these same forests when I was in New Zealand, and it's not easy. So it just made me appreciate all of the photos that he has, because he has a pretty extensive portfolio of these old growth mossy forests in New Zealand. But yeah, this one, just the light rays and like super creepy gnarly trees here. Super awesome, I think. Really nice composition, just great ordering of the chaos here, and yeah, really well done. Processing is nice too.
This is so good. I mean, I love the mossy trees and the way he's controlling that light coming through them. It's pretty special. Really great image.
Do you guys title your image? Like, well, I know you probably do, but like when you title your images, when do you do that? At what point? Like, do you guys have a process for that? I'm going somewhere with this, by the way.
Usually right after I'm done editing it. So like as I edit my images, I'll throw them into a gallery, like a web gallery, a private web gallery. That's like how I like build my galleries, because certain themes will appear and stuff, and I'll start separating stuff, splitting it apart, organizing it. And a lot of times, like as soon as I upload it, I'll give it a name, or right before I release a gallery, I'll make sure I name them all.
Yeah.
It's after the fact though, usually.
What about you, Paul? Or do you not name?
I prefer like Bark at the Moon style. Like,
Yeah.
like looking at that kind of. No, I what I typically do is I'll put them all in a sequence, like on my desktop, if I'm going to do like some sort of a gallery, because for me sometimes like naming them is a little bit more work than processing them, which may sound weird.
Right. Yeah, no, it can be hard for sure.
Yeah,
So
then I'll
what
kind of go back and just say, okay, this is kind of what I'm feeling with this image a little bit.
So I love this image, and I'm not familiar with this guy, so I'm definitely going to look him up and follow him or whatever on the social media. But sometimes I struggle to name images, and I just can't come up with anything and end up with some dog shit title or whatever. But other times, some images, like the name comes to me instantly. And when I first
sometimes
saw
while
this,
I'm shooting something, it'll come to my mind.
Yeah, exactly. And that's so. Did this one have a title by any chance? It's maybe not up there.
It did. I could look it up, but
No, that's right. Well, so anyway, so like I saw this and I was like immediately seance. Like it kind of has that feeling of like these trees are like people and they're like around like a fire, light source or something like that. It's got that creepy vibe, and But so anyway, yeah, I don't know. Just that's what it seems like to me. And kind of like what you were talking about before, Eric, with that with Jim's image, like what else is it, sort of thing. And I think these trees definitely lend themselves to being anything. You let your imagination run wild with an image like this. But even without that, it's a beautiful photograph just of the trees and the light, and obviously incredibly challenging to shoot. I mean, I probably wouldn't even start trying to shoot this type of scene with this much
chaotic,
contrast.
yeah.
Oh god, it's tough.
These are like silver beech trees, and they just get like caked in moss, and you can see they like have like hardly any leaves left. They're just like taken over entirely. But I think I photographed the same exact forest, and it was no walk in the park.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. But yeah, I don't know.
You would have had a really rough time too, especially.
Yeah, no, exactly, Peter. Yeah, absolutely would have. But I'd still probably be able to create something and sell it for $1 million. So
you totally would. No, your point is so valid, dude. Like that's a interesting deal because you want like viewers to kind of be able to connect to the image as well a little bit, and finding something that's appropriate for the image. That doesn't sound too cheesy. I mean, sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, okay, that's fire and ice.
Right. Yeah, that one's been used billions of times, or like liquid gold.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh man, come on, guys, do better. So it's
everybody's got to have a liquid gold and a fire and ice in their portfolio, though.
I mean, I have the liquid gold.
That's like those titles are like public domain at this point.
I mean, I'm gonna go liquid gold, and I'm gonna freaking asterisk or hashtag Brews and Views because I don't think I have that one yet. But
yeah, you got to get on that.
Fuck it.
Is that where you're gonna like piss all over some leaves?
Dude, I'm gonna go piss all over the leaves with a fully erect freaking center column and just
fully erect.
Yeah, just nail it. Just nail it.
That'd be really appropriate.
Maybe throw a moon in the background. I don't know, Peter. You tell me.
That's liquid gold for sure.
Yeah, as long as you got the clouds placed good, you're fire away, man.
You're solid.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to make $1 million? That's how you do it.
It's called corporation. Come on.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you're on mute right now, so you just look funny.
Yeah, are you?
I'm giving advice. You just auto select the sky and you replace it, and then you auto select the foreground and you replace that.
You could turn these sun rays into moon rays easily.
Easily.
I mean, come on. It's
big supermoon eclipse, blue moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fireball. Yeah, when I went to New Zealand in 2020, Michael McGee was nice enough to meet up with me, and we went camping for a night, and he pointed me in the right direction to some awesome, incredible forests that I backpacked into. And some of those forests were super creepy too. I had like nightmares and stuff while I was there, and I don't know, I felt like that I was just like there wandering around these like super dark forests where the sunlight like never penetrates by myself, and I was just like, at night I would like have nightmares about the trees like reaching down and like grabbing me and pulling me into the darkness. But
these definitely look like trees that could do that.
Yeah, they're like alive,
Yeah.
So I think I've been in this exact same spot, but he and I also went and drank some beers too, so he's definitely into the brews and the views.
Hell yeah.
We went to Heyday Brewing in Wellington. It was super good.
Nice.
That's great.
How far down is Wellington, like from north to south?
It's the bottom of the North Island. So like from Wellington, you can take a ferry to the South Island if you want.
Wow.
And the top of the South Island is actually like Nelson, I think. That's where the Nelson hop comes from Nelson, New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhere in the north of the South Island. Great hop.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, New Zealand has some great hops and some great landscapes. It's one of my favorite places.
This is from a photographer, Kate Barclay, out of the UK, and she's done a kind of really interesting collection of different kinds of it's continuing on my ICM theme, a lot of different ICM multiple exposure scenes, and she did a whole like ocean theme. And this is one of the black and whites out of that that just really caught my eye. It's just like,
I thought this was really clouds when I first saw it.
No.
It's
sorry. But it very well could be, actually. But like this whole collection of ocean scenes just had this really like foreboding kind of like vibe to it that just would not want to be out on that water at all. At least the way it comes across. So, but yeah, she was really gracious in letting us share kind of some of her images here. But her website is really wild. Like some of the stuff that she does is really kind of like this interesting, like painterly multiple exposures work that's just really kind of unique.
Yeah, I'd never heard of her, so I definitely want to check out her work.
It's awesome. I'm looking at it right now. I mean, yeah, this is phenomenal stuff. It's so hard to do, kind of multiple exposure and ICM stuff and have it be consistently good and unique and stuff. And so just glancing over at her stuff, she's definitely able to do that. And I love this image too as well.
Yeah, the coastal work, and some of it looks like it's like working off like low tide, like a little bit of water on the sand kind of work, and it's super colorful, but also, not hesitant to shift over to black and white, which is really, really cool. Super moody.
Yeah, black and white seems pretty appropriate to this one. When I look at it, it resembles like birds or something, like birds in flight, maybe. That's kind of what comes to mind. It's super cool though, because like, I don't know, there's just like it doesn't seem like there was a whole lot to work with here. Yet she made like a super compelling image, especially with the ICM as well, just to kind of like simplify it down to the basic shapes. And yeah, this stuff is like, I don't know, I can't shoot this kind of stuff. It takes a certain kind of vision for this.
Yeah, like the pre-visualization. So she, like, if you go on the website and you look at like her abstract forest work, particularly like the monochromes, it's just like there's one that's like haunting me right now. It's like there's like a subtle suggestion of a human figure hidden in fog in the woods, and it's really bugging me out. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that one right now.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight. It's like, oh dear. Like if I saw that in the woods, I'd probably die. Like straight up.
This is so cool. I mean, this is such a good find, Jimmy. I really like it.
Yeah.
This would do great in a Lick gallery, I think, with the proper.
I think it would. Oh yeah, this is probably a $3 to $4 million print. To be honest with you.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 feet by 5 feet in a master ultimate high definition limited edition.
Yeah, well, you're talking, the Fujifilm silver, whatever the fuck, spotlights. Yeah.
Okay, hey.
3 million.
Listen to this. You ready for this?
Got number 3, Paulie?
Oh, number 3.
Love it, dude.
Yeah, hey,
crushing them.
I gotta keep up with you savages.
Dude, you gotta smash this can against your forehead.
Yeah, baby, yeah. So, while Bennett's doing what Bennett does in the bathroom, this one here is it's called Leon, and it's a fresh hop. It's from Brewhouse. It's from Loza Farms, and it's from Living House. So, really cool collaboration. This one popped a couple of weeks ago. I've been hitting as many fresh hops as I can. If it's a hazy, a West Coast, whatever it is, I'm crushing them. I just want to. The fresh hop season is just absolutely fantastic, and it's only
they're so good.
It's just really short lived.
Yeah, it's like a couple of we got like 4 to 6 weeks where we're really gonna get a hold of some good
And you want to
stuff.
drink those cans in like 3 weeks. You want to drink them like as fresh as possible because it just starts to drop off immediately.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. So this is one I kind of wanted to meet the release, but I didn't get down there, and so I picked this one up at local bottle shop, probably the best one in Portland, Belmont Station, and picked up this Leon, and I'm gonna tell you right now.
Paul, hold that up. Hold that up to the unique color.
Oh, wait.
Is that a little more like West Coast style?
Yeah, it's West Coast style.
Yeah.
Hey, it fucking hits.
Does it? Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's so that's like the dirty secret right there. It's you got the New England style, you got the hazy, whatever. But there's such a variation during this fresh hop season of getting the West Coast or these
Right.
New England style. But I typically go New England hazy, but this it's really good, super smooth.
Mix it up every once in a while.
Yeah, super smooth. Super smooth. Yeah, baby.
Nice. I'm gonna crack open another Drecker here because that one was way too smooth. I got through that really fast. Super easy to drink. So there's another smoothie sour from Drecker.
Nice.
This one's called Ice Pert. Grape slush style sour. So this one has grape slushy mix, plum, and apple. And my buddy told me this one was really good. So
Wow. Have you had it yet?
No.
Have you-
I just got
no?
one can of each one, so haven't tried any of these. Oh, and it wants to explode.
The apple's a good call. Kind of curious on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I make fruit smoothies, apple juice is like a nice base. You wouldn't think, but it blends with like everything pretty well.
Yeah, Mike and I are in apple country.
Yep.
You got those honey crisps?
Just past
Yeah.
season here.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's start drinking faster. You guys are already on 3. I'm barely halfway through the second one.
Well,
It's pretty good.
Peter, down in Australia, I'm surprised you don't have like a Foster's or a big boy like that just to flex.
Oh yeah, big Foster's oil can. Australian for crap.
Dude,
Oi!
hey, if you pull one of those out of the bag,
Oh, so good. God damn it! Why didn't I think of that?
then it's gonna love you.
Oh,
One of those 98 ounces that's like body temperature warm.
Yeah,
yeah,
looks like an oil can.
yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? I came up short tonight. I mean, I'm gonna admit it, and crossed some lines. And Jimmy had this guy as an extra. So Jiří,
Yep.
this is dope as
Yeah.
such a good image. When Jimmy like dropped this on our thread, he's like, "Hey, if someone needs an extra image, I got you." I was like, "Shit, man, that's like the essence of what we're trying to capture tonight." And this is such a killer image. I'm actually glad that I came up short tonight, allegedly, and was able to talk about this one a little bit. Really appreciate the opportunity to feature one of his images and one that I didn't have him on my radar at all.
I'd never heard of this guy.
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
Listen,
like
he's from-
amazing stuff.
yeah, he's from Switzerland. He's got some
Czech Republic.
really.
Same thing.
Same hemisphere.
Dude, his profile says Switzerland.
Oh shit, I could be wrong.
Maybe he's like
Christ.
Czechoslovakian but lives in Switzerland because that doesn't look like Swiss. Those accents and stuff on his name.
Yeah, maybe he's relocated. But anyway,
That bird is not native to Switzerland either.
he's got some good landscape stuff, and he's got some really fantastic wildlife stuff. And it's not like it's not your standard wildlife stuff. It's got a little bit of an artistic twist to it. So if Jiří is not in your profile, you have not heard of him, get out there, go like Jiří's stuff and check his shit out, because it is
Nice.
I mean, I was super stoked when the opportunity came up to share his stuff. I mean, he's got some really, really nice work. So I appreciate that, Jimmy. You're the man, dude.
You bet.
Yeah, he really
This one's
does.
crazy. It's just like a ghost bird. This is like more ICM work, but done super well. Yeah, I love like the haunting feeling to this one. It just like like ghost forest with a ghost bird there. Like I love how the bird is like so well defined, and yet it's still like transparent, you know.
Yeah. So
I feel like you don't see a lot of people that do wildlife photography. I mean, part of the reason why wildlife photography isn't that appealing to me is because it's kind of the same thing over and over again. But like his, just quickly scrolling through his Instagram, it's like you don't see a lot of people doing multiple exposures of wildlife or ICM of wildlife, and he does, and it's a great effect.
Like that was super disrespectful to all the hardworking wildlife photographers.
I don't mean to offend them by any stretch of the imagination, but they're not. Wait, what did you call me there? Mike?
Peter, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Once I start drinking, I call everybody Mike.
Yeah, well, it makes
good save.
That's
Good
right.
save.
Yeah. No, but like his work legitimately is unique in that field, and definitely worth checking out. And this image is representative of that. I love it. I love the toning of it.
Who is that other ICM photographer you shared in an earlier episode, Jimmy?
Yeah, no, thank you for bringing him up. So his name is Eric Malm, and he is actually out of Sweden.
Nice.
Eric's work, not you, but
Both of us.
yes, exactly. Phenomenal. Like his Eric Malm's wildlife photography with ICM mixed in there.
Yeah, I've shot starfish. I've shot starfish and
a lot of fast-moving animals.
some moving starfish, floating.
Three-toed
in the water.
sloth, snails.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just like shaking with
Mollusks,
Yeah.
sea urchins.
the fast moving things. Get that 800 millimeter f4
Yeah.
on those things.
I like the thrill, baby.
Yeah, it's all about capturing it, man. It's the moment. But Eric Malm out of Sweden is it's just really wild stuff. Definitely take a look. But Jiří is just when you scroll through the Instagram or his website, and there's an image of cranes that he has that is just it's insane. It's like so good. But this one called the Raven, it stopped me in my tracks. I was like, yep, there we go. Like just captured like that whole mood.
Looks like a charcoal painting or something,
Yeah, right. And I was like,
very artistic.
It could be easily just like charcoal on paper, and just capturing that raven with the curved beak, and it's like, oh man, it's so good. It's so haunting, and
This
Great image.
phenomenal.
this with the right lighting, Peter. I'm messing.
Yep.
But I'm just playing with that. But
Yeah. No, I mean that's what it needs.
this, man, I really, really love this shot. It's so killer.
Yeah, when
I would put this one in my Seattle gallery, I think.
That'd be a good fit. Yeah.
I don't know if this one would do well in Miami. I mean, I could sell it, but Seattle, I could see it.
Yeah. Most people couldn't do it in Miami, but you could.
I could. Exactly. It's just probably not the best place for it, but
I get it, dude. Looks like chest
yeah.
chest hair with a bird in it.
Yeah.
That's a great compliment. I've always hoped somebody would say that about one of my photos.
So it's like if you scroll through through his Instagram and you just look at like just flamingos, like focus on just flamingos, is like, oh my, like it is crazy. Like the stuff he has done with just like that one species on top of everything else he's done is so cool.
Are you saying like the motion stuff, Jimmy?
Yeah.
The motion, it's fucking it's great.
Ridiculous.
I love the
motion stuff.
Yeah, I love like anything with that applies some motion. Like
it's called ICM.
Yeah, it's so.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So thanks, Jiří, for letting us share your image, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, Jiří, fan.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Really good stuff, man.
Really love it.
Jokes aside.
Yeah, the tone.
Jokes aside.
Yeah, the tones are really great as well. So figure it out, guys.
Crazy.
This one blew me away when I saw her share this one.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
See, yeah, so this one I selected Sandra Bartocha, I think is how she says her name. Well-known photographer. I'm sure pretty much everybody watching this, like Alex, you know who she is. She is absolutely a master of this abstract photography genre. She does it so much better than pretty much everybody else out there, and you know this image is no exception. It's this one, yeah. I mean, so you could, if you spend some time with it, you can see what it is. You know, it's probably some pond grasses reflected. There's some lily pads there on the surface, but what she did with the coloring, and then really whatever that is, I think it's called Stardust was the name of the photograph, or maybe it was in the description, but like that, what's kind of floating up there at the top, it just really the image is just so well tied together. And I mean, you know, great image, obviously chosen for this because of kind of the Halloween colors, but it's just an image I've come back to so many times, just because it is like in my opinion, the perfection of, you know, abstract photography. What are you holding up there?
This is her book. Do you guys have it?
No.
Rhythm of Nature? No.
The Rhythm of Nature.
What do you think?
Oh man, like honestly, it was one of my favorite books that I ordered last year. Was it this year? It was a little while ago. It's incredible. And I think oh yeah, this same image is in here.
Yeah.
2-page spread.
What was it? Yeah, what was it titled? Did I get that right, Stardust? I could be wrong.
Let's see. This book doesn't have any image titles.
Doesn't have any titles. So maybe it does. Maybe it was in the description. But yeah, I mean, she's so good at this type of work, and it's so deceptively hard to do, you know, to do well, you know, and she just does. I mean, she's just so next level. She's an absolute force, and yeah. So I love this image. Happy to share it. I'd love to know how she made it, but
yeah, she has really unique work. She just sees the world so differently than anybody else.
She really does.
I'm always surprised, just blown away.
Yeah.
And her like color work is amazing. Like just her ability to like spot color palettes in nature.
Yep.
Super awesome.
And this piece in particular was a bit unique from the rest of her stuff too. I think was part of the reason why it stood out to me so much.
Well, that's the thing too. Like her work isn't redundant. Like
no,
she's like always evolving and trying new stuff. You can tell she's very experimental.
Right. Yeah. You never know what you're going to get from her.
No.
Or what her work is going to be, like her next post or next image release or whatever. It's always something different. And, you know, I mean, it's not for everybody for sure, you know, but, you know, she's always.
That's how the best stuff is.
Yeah, exactly. She has this quote, and I can't remember where I came across it, and no, I'm not going to be able to recite it verbatim, but it was a quote. It's like my job is not to show you what you can see in nature. it's something along those lines. Like, it's not my job to show you what you can see in nature. It's to show you what you can't see or what you didn't see or something like that.
Right.
And I think that's so well, it encompasses like her work. It's profoundly inspirational to me. And, she's just fantastic.
Yeah, she's got great stuff.
Really does. Where you at, Paul?
He's speechless.
Austin, to you
Took their
folks.
breath away.
So
you guys don't like this photo, or what's going on?
no, when you put this up in the thread and you said, "Hey, these are mine," I knew it was time to dig deep, because I was like, "Man, these are solid. These are really super unique and really great." And I'm just disappointed that I wasn't in front of Peter Lick to find some of Sandra's action, because after you flip that up on the thread, I checked it out. She's got really great stuff. The lighting, the reflection. I mean, there's so much good stuff going on here. I mean, this would be a killer print up on the Peter Lick gallery. I mean, I can just see it with the proper lighting down there, mate.
Could be a $10 million seller.
It would just crush it. I really like it. It's super unique. It's great. Sandra, super big fan now. Great work.
Yeah, it's almost as cool as my photos, with me standing in front of the mountains with my red flannel and my blanket.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah, baby, yeah.
She'll get there one day.
She will get there.
I'm gonna influence all of you by the end of this episode.
Well, it's working.
Yeah, you should send out your preset and filter pack.
Yeah, my cyan and orange, like split toning filter pack.
Yep.
Yes, this is a good
Super
place.
creative, unique.
It's a good place to pimp that right now, dude.
Oh my God.
I should, yeah. It's $1 right now. Usually it's $250, but right now it's $1 for the next 24 hours.
It's $1. It's 100%.
24 hours.
Extreme
But wait, there's
limited
more.
edition.
Yeah.
Backed by popular demand.
Everybody has been asking me to put this thing on sale.
Hey, it's right next to the shake weight.
Hey, that thing works.
Yeah, look at Peter over here. He's got guns.
That's all he uses is shake weight.
Guns out, baby.
Yeah. You know, the guys who invented that are sitting on some beach house in Maui or something right now, laughing at all of us. So
Just shredding it. We just shredding it. Yeah.
So at $1, are they on sale, man?
Yeah, just for a limited time only, though. So you better act fast.
Through
Jimmy's
Halloween.
PayPaling you.
Scramble.
Through Halloween.
Artisanal.
Jimmy, my preset pack is $4 million. Just, that's discounted right now for you if you want it.
Yes, that's right. And it's a collector's edition.
It is, yep.
Limited collector's deluxe luxury edition.
Silver Fujifilm.
Yeah.
I was going to say something there that would have gotten us totally right off the algorithm.
We're on to you, dude.
Yeah.
We're on to you.
It's beautiful work, Sandra. Like what like a number of things, but the centerness of it, foreground, background, like I can't figure out what's going on here, but it's just, it gets me every time I see it.
Yeah, it's super disorienting, but I think it's like a single exposure.
Yeah, I agree. I'm dying to know what. Oh god, yeah. Like I said, I would love to know how exactly she made this photograph, but at the same time,
that's a great thing about her work. Like you never know how it was made. Like it's not obvious.
Yeah. I feel that way with TJ's work as well, with his ICM work.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel that way with Peter's work as well. When that moon.
Yep.
Yeah. How many layers were involved?
Yeah. How is that?
You know what though, Austin? You're never gonna know my secrets.
Yeah, it's part of the mystery.
It is. It really is. Yeah. Oh, this is so good.
This is obviously spooky.
What the hell? I haven't even seen this one yet. I mean, what are we doing?
Is this like actually? Oh, I guess you wouldn't know, Jimmy, even though you chose this one. Like it looks like a cemetery to me, like tombstones.
Jimmy, dude, you're coming through. These photographers are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
I've never heard of. I love it.
Either.
Who are you?
Crazy. I know. Like this, the whole theme just like deep dove. So this, photographer here. So Rowene Weems, she's kind of like a little bit all over, but she's kind of centralized out of Connecticut right now, over here in the United States. And I saw this image a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I think it may have been pre-COVID. But there was a little bit of a contest in this, the online forum for ICM Photography Magazine on Facebook. So there's a great Facebook group for these photographers. And it was just Halloween theme. And so it's a wide range of different things. But this is the one that stuck in my memory. I'm like, gosh dang. I was like, oh my God. Like down the road from me a couple miles, there's an old cemetery that I drive by frequently. And it just reminded me of it quite a bit. There's actually two sides of my house are separate, about a mile each way.
Yeah, this looks like old school, like the super tall like tombstones, because now usually they're like flat, or like a bench, or like they're not like these like creepy looking tall slabs.
Yeah, and they take on like a human figure.
They don't make them like they used to,
Yeah. And I think she did a single exposure here, and just like the gnarled woodland over the top side of it, and I was just like, man, like so cool. So when the theme came up, I was like, yep, we got to include that one, because it's been in my head for a few years now.
Yeah, I love the implied motion in this.
Yes,
it's like it almost looks like some of the gravestones are like toppled over, and the woodlands, like there's movement there. It adds kind of like almost like a violence to the photo, which obviously is appropriate for like a kind of spooky themed graveyard.
Yeah, it's like all the spirits are flying out of the graves, and tornado.
It's
spirits,
a very unsettling photo in that sense, in a good way. That's
so cool.
Yeah, this is so killer. I mean, if the Brewhouse folks are listening to this podcast, like this print in your brewery,
this shit would look great wrapped around a can.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Dude,
actually would work pretty well
around a can, or just like in the entryway, just like a big fucking image like this with the proper lighting. PL Peter Lick.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's worth $2 million too. So
yeah, I mean, I'm serious. This is fucking money.
Yeah,
I love
crazy image.
Yeah, it's so dope.
Couldn't have said it more eloquently myself.
yeah, baby, yeah.
Dope as fuck.
It's like it's literally been in my head. Like every time I drive by that cemetery, it's like, like I can't figure out how she quite did it, but it's a single exposure as far as I know. And I mean, regardless, she did handheld, and there's a little bit of a sweeping action to the left, and
it's wild.
It's like it's insane.
It's super unsettling in a good way. Like you can't get comfortable with it, you can't like rest your eyes on it. It's just like,
yep.
Something's happening in this photo,
it's got a lot of tension and just very unsettling.
It's a really good way to put it. A lot of tension. I like that.
Love it.
Yeah.
So it turns out, Rowene, by complete luck, I didn't actually know where she lived, but I've done a couple like art shows down where she lives, so I'll see her. Hopefully, she'll drop by in a few weeks. I'll be showing in her hometown. So
nice.
Really?
If she drops by, yeah.
You should just like approach her with your camera and like flash the flash in her face, and
Yeah.
you guys will become best
There you
friends.
go.
No,
Make sure you give her Peter Lick's contact info. I can sell the shit out of this fucking thing.
I
for
will.
Sure.
Yeah, just send me a QR code there, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. God. Hey, I'm selling it silly.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
like,
nuts.
if that was like the entry into the new Brewhouse gallery, or sorry, Brewhouse like brew pub, like
Yeah.
legitimately, we should like send this to them, like, and have them buy this from her.
I'm gonna-
'cause they
yeah.
license it. It's so good.
Dude, it's
perfect
Liquid
for that.
Spells, Liquid Spells 2.0.
oh
I
my
thought-
God.
I was in Great Notion the other day. I think they're brewing something right now, but the brew host guy, I forget his name. but- Sam. Yeah, he was in Great Notion. I think they're working on something. I was in there at lunchtime, just grabbing some food. And I'm like, okay, fucking Sam's in here working some shit up. But man, this is so good. I love it.
So that collab that he's releasing this weekend with Omnipolo from Sweden,
Yeah.
is that being sold from Living House again, or is it from the Brewhouse Brewery?
No, Brewhouse doesn't start, I believe, until November.
Okay.
This weekend, it's a 3 or 4 brewery collaboration, and it's going off at Living House.
Yeah, it's like Brewhouse, Omnipolo, and I think
Is it North Park?
I think North Park and somebody else like the Vale or something like that.
Yeah, I got us covered. Whatever they're giving us, I'll grab it.
Yes.
He said
nice,
last
dude.
time.
Love it.
Hey, you shut up.
You better be camping
I'm getting there
over there.
early. I'm getting there early, and whatever I get, I'll split it. I'll split it 4 ways. You guys forget about it.
Yeah.
Hey Paul, if you need to borrow one of my Austin, I'm sorry. If you need to borrow one of my assistants, I'll send one over to you.
I
Always
may
good to have another body.
Yeah, K2 has been
Is
primed.
Bolino gonna go with you?
She's been primed, and she'll be departing for the event. But Bolino is definitely going. He's going to pick up his 2 4-packs.
Go,
Why don't we
go
not have
get
a
K2
K2
right now, man. Is she
cameo?
blowing up right now?
Yeah, let's
This
go
is the
get
perfect
K2.
time
We need a K2 cameo here.
Yeah,
Nah,
bring her out.
she's shy, and she's on the road, boys.
Oh, she is trying to make that money. Yeah, you pimping her out a little bit. All right, Paul.
What?
Or Austin.
She just serves up as an extra body over there at Fiden's with Jimmy. Jimmy, like,
Yeah.
like when K2's on his shoulder, he fucking owns it.
Hey, dude, we all got mortgages to pay, man. I get
I
it.
walk out of there with a 4-pack.
Yeah, she sends her regards, and she'll be with us in a future episode. But
Nice.
yeah, she's get some skin issues.
So
Yeah, little eczema's flaring up.
beer number 3 here, guys.
I know. I gotta go get my third.
Whoa, Jimmy, what do you got?
Look at that. Well, I thought it was yours, Paul, but it wasn't. It was actually mine. It's been sitting in the fridge for a year now. This is from Burial.
What?
And yeah.
What?
So this is so that you abandon the emptiness of utter insignificance. So it's Imperial Stout with toasted cocoa nibs, malted milk powder, vanilla bean, and potato chips, of all things. And I'm a big potato chip fan. And this is phenomenal.
Everybody's a potato chip fan.
This is really, really good. I'm glad it's kind of sat in the fridge for a little while here.
That sounds amazing. That sounds really good. And Vanna, I noticed you in the background. Did you really fucking pour that?
Yeah, I still had a bottle of this one from Brewhouse.
That
The
is
thing
so,
that slumbers there.
dude. That is so fucked up.
Oh my God.
I cannot believe you still got a bottle of that.
Yeah, this one has toasted coconut, cacao nibs, and Madagascar vanilla beans.
Dope. That sounds amazing.
Apparently,
potato
Madagascar
chips.
is the place for vanilla beans.
So 2 things I want to know before you report out on that. 1, when was it bottled, if you know? And then 2, are you hitting all those notes?
This was from last year. It doesn't have a date on it because it's a bottle.
Yeah.
It was like November last year, maybe. It was like late last year, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Sounds
are-
about right. Yeah, I passed on that one.
Is it hitting like all those spots?
I'm about to go in right now.
All right, Jimmy, is it hitting the spots on yours?
Yeah, I'm trying to pick out the potato chip, but I'm not.
The smell is fantastic.
See
I
this?
just snort this thing.
I love to sit on my stouts, but I hate when I lose something.
On the bottle or the stout itself? Like
So
what?
if they're barrel aged, you can let them sit for a while and nothing will change. They might even get better. But this one isn't barrel aged. So I just had a bunch of stouts. So I was like, I just was putting this one off.
I cannot believe you got that in the fridge still, dude. That is fucking ridiculous.
Saving it for the Halloween episode, dude.
There you go.
Dude, holy
It smells like
head.
straight coffee, like amazing coffee.
You totally forgot it was in there.
Mm-mm. I never forget. It
Dude,
tastes
I got-
nice.
Hey,
Have you guys not pissed yet? I gotta
I
piss
went
on
like
the resource.
17 times.
Did you?
Then in your birthday package that's coming out next week, there's a motherfucker in there. You haven't even heard of this shit. It's
Wait, Eric, when's your birthday, dude? I'll send you some triple Lawsons.
It's not till next June, man.
hey, it's a motherfucker.
Come on. It's Monday.
This shit I'm sending you next week, dude, is gonna kick you right in the sack. Put a cup on.
Gonna kick me
You're gonna
right in
love
the
it,
dick like
dude.
this next photo.
Oh,
Hey,
my
Mike,
God.
you can't walk away. Come here. Come back here.
Christ, I was about to piss.
Peter, where'd you go?
I was gonna show you Peter Lick's flow, but
Dude, I looked at this same shot. This is fucking legit.
Crazy.
Yeah, this is
John
This
John
is,
has a lot of amazing Firefly forest images, and shout out to John because a few months ago he sent me some cans from Bissell Brothers without even like talking to me, just out of the blue. A porch bomb showed up with
That's awesome.
Bissell's cans, and I was like, "You're
Nice.
the man."
Yeah. So he's got a whole series of these Firefly images from the forest in Maine where he lives that are just super unique. I mean, there's just nothing else like this out there.
What do you think that
And,
blue is coming from? Those like blue
I have-
streaks.
No idea. Is it maybe milt? I don't know. Yeah, but like
Hold on.
the true fans of the show will know what that means. But
No, I had to cut that out of Sarah's episode because
Oh, did
there's
you?
like
Oh,
other
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Refer to
Yeah,
episode
damn
6. Milk.
What is the
All right,
definition
well.
of milt, Jimmy?
That would be the semen of salmon.
yeah.
The proper name, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So people don't
But
think we're
anyway.
degenerates using slang. We're using the proper scientific term.
Intelligent degenerates.
Salmon
no, I mean-
gametes.
This series of images that he has is just, it's absolutely phenomenal. And, that's just mesmerizing. You stare at these images forever. Obviously had a fit to the Halloween theme because kind of a spooky forest with these lights. You don't know really what they are. And the way he captures them, there's just the subtleties of the images, the nuances, the subtle trails of the fireflies going into the forest, leading the eye in there. The way he managed, the way he post-processed it, just awesome stuff. And huge fan of John's work. Lots of stuff. This isn't,
Yeah, he was featured on our last episode with Sarah too. She chose one
Yep.
of his images.
The
tarn.
guy's just putting out killer work that's always got a unique spin on it. I love that tarn image that he put out. Right. So, again, as with my other ones, happy to share this one. This is just such a cool, unique image that, nobody else out there is making anything like this.
Totally agree, dude. Super stoked about this one.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw this, I'm not sure exactly how or when, but when I saw this, I was like, God, this is great.
Yeah.
Really, really great shot. Good selection as well.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe these are from like Appalachia, like in the Blue Ridge Mountains kind of area.
Oh, maybe. I could be wrong. I assumed it was from. I assume they were from Maine where he lives, but yeah, it could be.
Yeah, no, he and it very well could be. I could be mistaken, but I believe he went down to the Blue Ridge Mountains a couple times.
Actually, now that you're saying that, I do think I remember reading that on one of the previous posts of
there's an image he caught. I'm just pulling it up right now, of a black bear cub. It's a monochrome image, black bear cub in a tree, kind of ascending into the tree. That it's just freaking phenomenal. And I don't know if it was the same kind of time of year, but yeah, it just these images of these fireflies that are synchronous, so they all kind of like pulse at the same time, but it's kind of unique to the Blue Ridge Mountains. But this very well could be from where he lives in Maine as well. But I think this is coming from
now that you're saying that, Jimmy, I do remember, because he's got a whole series of these images, and the first one I saw was a while ago. And now that you're saying that, that does sound right. Like there's something unique about the behavior of the fireflies that lends itself to making an image like this, them all pulsing.
Yeah, there's like a unique species down in the Smokies where they all.
I was thinking this was like Great Smoky Mountains. Like Floris Van Brugel has some photos too that are really cool.
Yeah, pulse at once, and like people come like to just watch it, and he just absolutely photographed.
Perfect. Imagine how wild that must be to see. Just like
how long of an exposure do you think this is? Because they look like it's not like. They don't stream like super far, maybe like 1 second or like.
Yeah, I was gonna say a second. I was gonna say a second to, maybe a second and a half at the most.
That's what she said.
Well timed.
Perfect.
So good. So good.
Walked right into that one.
You did, Peter.
Yeah.
Peter.
But keep scrolling through there, and it's like there's other images that it's like holy moly, it's like a second or two at best, but they all kind of flash at once. Like where Mike and I are, like it's a different species, and you'll get one or two, or maybe if you'll get lucky if you get like 5 in the same frame. But here they kind of pulse all at once, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, what is that blue light coming from? That's what I'm thinking about it.
That's the salmon.
That's the milk.
I mean, it's milk.
Some money shot.
Forever memorialized in. I
think John's definitely down to get on an episode too, so we're gonna have to get him on here.
100%.
He can answer some of these questions for us. What these are,
he's on the short list.
How he made it. Yeah, for sure.
Since we only do this bi-monthly, it's going to take a while to get through all the guests we have lined up. Well, who knows if they want to come on, but
most of them do.
After the last episode, we'll be lucky.
Yeah, we're gonna be paying people.
Yeah, hey, but come
Let's
on,
have a Bolino on over and over again.
Exactly.
He's just gonna be like, guys, I really don't want to do this anymore. This is stupid.
What's in it for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's super nice. Yeah, just like the splash of yellow in there from the fireflies, and then the nicely composed Like I imagine this is like dark. Like he probably couldn't even like see what he was doing until he like shot it. You know, it's kind of like astrophotography. You don't know what you have till you like take that exposure and examine it. So it doesn't seem like this is easy to shoot either. It looks a lot easier than it probably actually is.
Right, and I'm wondering if there's maybe moonlight maybe behind them, lighting up these trees a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see.
Could be.
It's hard to say.
Super cool. Yeah, I don't know what that blue light's coming from at all.
Yeah.
The males and the females have different patterns and such, but it could be different species as well.
I've never seen like a blue firefly. When I used to live in Panama, I would see fireflies quite a bit, and like in Costa Rica too. But I don't think I've seen them in the U.S. I've never been out on the East Coast really at nighttime.
Could I do a public service announcement?
Absolutely. 'Cause I'm sure it's gonna be awesome.
This, my friends, is a smoothie. Get ready to crack this. I've drank so many of these because they're
Tonight?
Good point. Duly noted. But as we always say on the Brews and Views show, tip them up, spin them around, slap it, flip it, rub it down. If you're drinking a smoothie and you're pouring it straight out of the can, you're doing it wrong. Do one of these. Do some of these.
Is that the Mortalis Diner series? The Diner Pie?
Yeah, it is, buddy. I was about to introduce this one.
No.
Blueberry peach lemon.
Hey, it's not.
Hey, put it
I don't
on
want
your
to steal your
desk and
thunder
spin
there.
it around a few times so it doesn't explode.
Dude, Peter, you got a smoothie going as well?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, well,
It's Halloween, dude.
let's do this together. I got the Maleficus. Great
Oh,
name.
yeah,
Maleficus?
those
It's
are
called
so good.
Mellifluous.
That too.
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
Number 2, right?
Yeah, baby, yeah. Strawberry, pineapple, mango, guava, and banana. It's the best shit available.
So good.
Yeah, so you
That was one of my favorites that they did of that series.
So this one is
fantastic.
hard to read this. Blueberry, peach, lemon, vanilla, coconut, and granola.
Dude, that sounds
And Mortalis is always good too, so
Yeah.
have fun with that one.
I hope this doesn't explode, but in some way I kind of hope it does explode because that would be funny.
No, you're good.
It didn't explode.
I'm excited to try that one.
that is so good, guys. I think
I'm excited to
everybody.
get that one too, Paul.
Yeah, it's really great.
Damn.
Yeah, I think
I did spill a little bit for the record.
Peter
Don't mind me.
always. Hey, Peter always spills.
Yeah.
Nobody worries about it.
So the background on what Mike poured, I pulled into Rochester around 11 o'clock, and they have a site in Rochester where you can buy cans. It's a bar and kind of a restaurant type setup, and awesome. But grabbed a bunch of cans kind of late at night and headed back to the hotel. But I was so curious about that one. I cracked one open like around 11, and that's really good stuff, man. Like,
So good.
Mortalis
so
doesn't
fucking
miss.
good. Yeah.
11 a.m. or p.m.
oh, that was late at night. I was hard to keep my eyes open, but the hotel I found, or Airbnb, was like super close. So
That's awesome.
Oh my God, that is good.
You just had to make it about yourself, Jimmy.
I'm sorry, but it was a rough night, and but I'm glad I was able to get that for you guys, because that one is really freaking
Good
awesome.
man, dude. Jesus.
Anyways, this is my guy from Japan.
Yeah, this is a Japanese photographer that I have not heard of so far, and
Dude, his stuff. If you guys aren't following him, I know, but are now. But if you guys aren't following this guy, I mean, he's got some really good stuff. Super responsive, super nice guy. I mean, I just hit him up like 3 days ago and said,
Yeah,
"Man,
I'm following it.
we're a big fan of your work, and give me some JPEGs for our episode because we need you on here." And he was super stoked to be featured, And this really lines up with what we're trying to accomplish today, with this Halloween episode. I mean, the oranges.
He's an instant follow. What's up with Japan lately? Like, do you think these guys
Dude,
have always been
on
killing
fire.
it, and like we're just finding out about it, or like what's going on over there? Because
maybe it's one of the positive things of the Instagram algorithm. I don't know, but like, yeah, I totally agree. These guys are like coming out of the woodwork over there, and their work is so fucking good.
Yep. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm like searching out the Japanese stuff because it's not new. It's been there for a while. We just haven't recognized it. And I think it's super cool to get folks on here. I mean, we always have folks that have been around, you know, have really good high profile folks, but pulling on some people like our guy here is great. I mean, people are going to start following him, and like the photography is just off the charts.
Yeah, this image is fantastic. I love how it's like, you know, the trees are mostly bare, but they just got those little splashes of orange leaves, and the fog is obviously to die for. Like, no brainer. Really nice composition too.
Yeah, this was the tail end of, I think it's like the tail end of fog, early winter stuff that we were talking about earlier. That's just, it's as good or better than like prime fall time. It's just,
right.
I mean, it's so good. So good.
Yeah, I love how like compositionally, like having that strong feature in the foreground, that tree that's right there that really grabs your attention, and then how the rest of the image just kind of fades off. It's just really well done compositionally as well. You know, really made use of the conditions that were there.
Yeah, I would shoot the shit out of this stuff.
Love it.
Why does Jimmy turn off his camera, man? He's doing some shady shit over there.
Right? What's you got going on over there, dude?
It's all that blow.
Filming for his OnlyFans account. Behind the scenes, Brews and Views. You gotta pay to gotta pay to play.
Exactly.
He's double dipping over here.
I love it.
Oh god.
Oh,
there he is.
There he is.
Oh, your nose is looking a little more white right now. What's going on?
Flash. Boom. I can't wait to see this gallery.
Dude, it's so good.
It's gonna be good. See if I can get it on the interweb here.
Jesus Christ, man, you've got a lot of shit.
What do you think about this image, Jimmy?
It's pretty amazing.
You've taken like 12 photos of it.
Yeah, no,
he's ripping it off. He's posting on his own profile.
Exactly.
I don't know anything.
He doesn't need to
about
go
that.
to Japan. He's got Japan right here in his living room.
Exactly. Get the internet.
Bring Japan to him, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the interweb in my living
Gotta
room.
work with your brain, not with your legs.
$46 a month versus $1,000 plane ticket. Come on.
Right?
Internet.
I mean, math.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's I absolutely like have been digging the Japanese vibe lately. It's been so cool to see. It's just a different aesthetic that's just really connecting with me. I would just love to be able to go there and just spend, the better part of a month or 2 or 3.
Yeah, just photographing sake.
Yeah, no, because I am trending.
You are.
Yeah, that's my ticket. But yeah, I'm not sure where Misaki is from, but where in Japan he photographs mostly, but it's just just gorgeous imagery.
Isn't that really great?
Oh yeah, no, it's such a beautiful country. I remember when the when the Nagano games were we're hitting the airwaves several years back. It's just the imagery coming out of northern Japan was just like so unbelievable. It was just yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I looked at his work, and I looked at his work a while back for a feature on our show, and it just this actual specific image lined up for what we're doing tonight. But I was just looking at his stuff, and I'm like, and he's really got some really good images.
So good.
Yeah, there's like pumpkin spice forest photography.
Yes.
With a fog foam topper.
Yeah, go check it if you're not following him. Go follow him. I mean, he's got some really great bigger landscapes like this, as well as some really nice intimate stuff that you really enjoy. So
some Magnum scapes.
It has a
yes, yes, exactly.
Magnum deep.
Magnum 2.0.
When you scroll through the his Instagram feed, and like absolutely gorgeous work, but there's this like really beautiful image of like a golden yellow leaf sitting on top of like a blue kind of biofilm.
I was just looking at that, dude. That's so ridiculous. It's so good.
Yeah, Eric, you should try see if maybe.
Yeah, it almost looks like the Delta River like type thing.
Yeah,
where you just see all these just different lines and stuff, and then there's a leaf dropped on it. So then you have to like apply appropriate scale to say, okay, what is that? What is that? What does it mean?
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, it looks like an aerial image, and then there's like this leaf. Like, whoa, nope, you are not far up.
What it really meant to me was like when I saw Eric's mustache for the first time, I was like, is that an aerial or is that fucking, what is the perspective we're looking at here? Yeah, birthday boy.
Come and tug on it, bitch.
Oh, I'm gonna. I'm gonna. You got style, baby. Come on. Hey. All I'm going to say is I got red ass. I got red ass. I got total red ass.
Paul's got bitter feelings towards this one.
Dude, David and I were going back and forth last night till like 10 o'clock at night.
I don't know why he didn't say anything, because I got this image from him like a month ago, like forever ago.
I think he was like, literally,
he's just being nice.
Well, he was leaving today for like Netherlands and Sweden, and so
right.
He was just like probably going. You know what's weird? He probably told me a lot more intimate details about these images than he did to you.
Oh no, I know everything about them. Don't worry.
I'm totally fucking with you, dude. David's great. And when you mentioned this, you probably called out that he was your guy. But when you
did,
I looked through all of his swamp images for a while, because when I was like, let's do a Halloween episode with like creepy photos, instantly I was like, boom, one of David's swamp images for sure. And so I was looking through them for a long time.
You totally
I decided on this one. I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely like the creepiest, spookiest one. But all of his swamp images are worth looking through.
Yeah.
I think when you mention that, I think when you talk about David is he's got a lot of swamp images, but he does a really good job curating those images. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the conversation I was having with him tonight was he's got a whole gallery with this kind of stuff. But I mean, kind of think about that. If he's got like 20, 30 images in that gallery, he's got 1,000, 1,500 images that he's captured over a period of time. And
one is going back this year, so he's going to shoot even more. So like he's been going for like the last 4 years, I think.
Yeah, I mean, in his from what I've seen, and Ben, I'll lean more towards you on this, is when you look at his stuff, it's different than most people's stuff. I mean, you can tell
Right.
that his curation and his time served in those areas, they just eclipse anybody else that tries to do something else from there, which I think is cool.
Yep.
Sorry, my chest hair is getting a little out of hand. I know it's a distraction, but fuck.
Taking on a life of its own.
Aye, lad.
It's like flubber.
Yeah.
Looks like it's ready to attack you, man.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Back.
That
Back.
How
thing
come it
gets a
doesn't-
rabies shot.
How come the drapes don't match the carpet?
Fantastic question. And how we do it over here on the Big Island is we mix it up. We fucking mix it up. And Peter,
That's cool.
Peter knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there is no carpet. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man,
The carpet's a
putting
detriment.
ourselves while we drink beer. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh my god, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, this image is just like perfect. The spacing between the trees, the reflection. People that haven't been to this place either. I mean, I haven't been myself, but I've talked to David quite a bit about it. Might not realize how hard it is to photograph too. A lot of this stuff is like handheld or
Yeah,
you're
he's on a
sticking a
boat,
tripod
right?
in the water from
Yeah.
a canoe. You're not just like set up on dry land, like dialing it in. It's pretty it seems pretty precarious.
That's super intense, dude.
And I mean, I feel like I don't even like need to go to the swamps because I feel like David has just he's
Got it
done
locked
it
down.
and then some, like what am I gonna do?
Dude, that's where I'm at. I'm like, I'm gonna buy just an image of his like this one because it's fucking perfect.
Just buy a raw file off of him.
Yeah, just say fuck it, dude. We're good. Like
Yeah.
like Peter would do. He'd put a freaking luminosity mask on that bitch, throw a moon behind it, and throw it up at the gallery.
Exactly.
No, moon is in front of it.
Yeah, in front of the trees.
Yes, we noted. My bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta appreciate
Obviously.
the moon. Can't have stuff.
Gotta appreciate the
obstructing
moon.
it.
All the detail, for sure. If it doesn't have detail, it doesn't sell. I know that. You guys know that.
Yeah, it's not. It like pivots from a photo to an investment.
It sure does. It's exactly right, Paul. Paul, I'm glad you appreciate that, about my investments. And this certainly is an investment worthy piece. Though I wouldn't put it in my gallery because it would probably outsell everything I sell or put out there. But,
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Who's this Paul gentleman?
Oh, Austin. Sorry. Yeah, Austin.
Austin.
Yeah.
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 Hey.
Sorry, forgot about that.
Here we go.
Mike, I can't believe you haven't been doing the Australian accent, man. I'm really disappointed.
Well, everybody that's on that island is thanking me for that because it would be fucking terrible for them and their ears would bleed. So,
Just give us a little sample, dude. Everybody's dying to hear it.
I don't even have
Come on,
one. Like
stop.
I can
Just
say like
do it.
crikey, put another shrimp
Just do
on the
it.
Barbie. I can't fucking do it. That's it right there.
It comes out like a cross between Scottish and Joyzy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It's
not a bad call.
awful.
Well, you said you can do an Irish accent.
perceptive.
At least do that.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's not
You
bad.
kidding me, Eric? You want me to do a fucking Irish accent while I'm dressed up like Peter Lake? Get the fuck out of here, man. I can do that.
I love that, dude. That is fucking money.
Going back to this photo, which by the way is fucking phenomenal. The only thing I'll say, because all of David's work speaks for itself. I mean, there's really nothing you can say to describe it that's going to add anything to it, to what it can say. What I will say is that one of the most valuable things that I did is a little shout out to David here, a one-on-one virtual just kind of image review / post-processing tutorial with him. So anybody out there that's watching this, if you have the opportunity, the means to sign up for that with him, definitely do it because worth its weight in gold. I've mentioned it before in previous episodes. Solid dude, great teacher, great communicator. You'll learn a ton in an hour plus time. So definitely worth it. And this, like I said, this image speaks for itself. So I've got nothing to add. It's amazing.
How come you haven't applied those things that you learned from David in your own photography?
Because I'm still working on it. It's like
really
it's
good.
like
Really good.
it's a bit at a time.
Hey, fair go, mate. Fair. Stick up the soft.
Slash it.
Have a captain cook.
Are you like looking these up right now on your phone?
I am. Hey, a little bit of Buckley's chance, lad.
We're not here to fuck spiders. Sure, whatever is it.
We're not here to fuck spiders, mates.
Yeah, we're not here to fuck spiders, mates.
The fucking dog's eye. The fucking dog's eye. You fucking bastards.
All right. Austin was from Britain. You're from Ireland right now.
Hey, put the sock in it, lad.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Here, let me just capture the moment.
Fucking Christ.
6 in one, half a dozen in the other, mate. Fucking write this shit down, bro. You and I are gonna make some money.
This could be amazing.
Jimmy, are you gonna chime in on this one?
Yeah, Jimmy, you gotta have an accent or something.
Jimmy is fucking disgusted right now.
Well, I just, yeah, exactly.
He's so disgusted.
I just texted him for the exact GPS locations.
Oh, that's what it just said.
And I was wondering how tall the tripod needs to be for this, but
yours isn't tall enough.
Hey, what you need to do, Jimmy, is reach out to the Thompson guy. Just do a total DM and say, "Hey, bro, we do this show, and when we look at a fully erect tripod, we want to know what the specifications are. Is it 18 to 16 inches, or is it more of a rib?"
Man, fuck that guy.
We need to know. I mean, we just need to know. I mean, we don't give a fuck what he says, but we need to know what his prescription is because it's kind of fucked up.
You guys want to know who the Comstomp guy is? It's Peter Lick.
We know it's Peter Lick already, dude. That
Makes sense. I mean, he's always sharing Peter Lick stuff. Peter Lick this, Peter Lick that.
Yeah,
Sounds like a Peter Lick fanboy.
Yeah, exactly.
it has to be. There's no other way around it. So, getting the train back on the rails somewhat.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck with that, brother.
Yeah.
We went 2.0.
David released the week that we're filming it earlier, like a couple of days ago. He released his or announced his new update to his website, or like the big revision.
Yeah.
He had Jack Brower design his new website.
Yeah, and I cannot recommend just taking 10 minutes and looking through these images that he has revised for this new website and the new format, and it just is, it's very inspiring. Like, my goodness, I mean, like, the imagery just speaks for itself. It's just really careful, delicate attention to detail in the places he's traveled to recently. South America, Central America, and then the desert Southwest, and obviously the swamps as well. But I can't recommend, like, just take 10 minutes out of your time and just dive into his website, and it's so inspiring.
Whose website?
David Thompson, you.
Oh,
wait.
Who the fuck do you think we're talking about, dude?
My website.
Fucking Thompson's website is the fucking best, man. It's the best.
Maybe have another spindrift, Paulie. Oh, sorry.
Oh shit. That's awesome.
You guys suck so much. Oh my god.
Funny.
That was classic. What a great way to end that.
Have we looked at all the images?
That's it, baby.
Done.
I wanted to close it out with David Thompson, close it out strong, you know? And on a good note.
Dude,
For the
so
5
good.
people that are still watching this.
are we in the green room?
Yeah, we're in the green
We're
room.
still recording.
We're in the champagne room. No,
Yeah, this is the.
yo,
you know,
Paul,
the
you do
final
you, dude. Let it
words.
fly, buddy. I want to hear what you
Okay.
got to say.
Funny because it's like when I talk to people, I'm like, you know what? The best part of every fucking episode is the fucking green room. And usually, like, even if we're a special guest, like you could have somebody as a special guest say, "Did that just wreck me?" And we're like, "No, you're good." Ah!
Right.
Did I just ruin my reputation?
100%.
You're like, no.
No, you're good. You killed it.
No, you're good. Dude, that episode with Sarah, oh my god. I've like watched that like 4 times. That shit is so fucking good.
Oh, it's so good.
Isn't it good?
It's the best.
How do you
Yeah,
take a
yeah.
selfie, dude? It's so hard. Oh my god.
Like, I don't even know how to take a selfie.
I've been fucking it up all night.
Are you doing this for like a sneak peek for the Halloween episode, like before the drop?
Yeah, I'll throw it up there at some point. I don't know.
Yeah,
Not really
I
thinking
do
right now.
then.
Dude, that was so funny. There was so much good stuff in it. And you know what? Guys, okay, so we hit some like people that have been around for a long time, like Thompson and some other folks. But dude, we hit some motherfuckers that nobody knew about.
I know. Shout to Jimmy for freaking coming through on that, man. Those
Dude.
guys are amazing people that I've never heard of.
Ridiculous.
What about mine?
What's
Yeah.
that?
What about mine?
No, yeah, you're stupid. Like Jimmy came out of these people out of the fucking woodwork. None of us had ever.
You guys
heard
had
of.
never heard of Jim Becia?
No, you're right. That guy was off the.
That guy was
the
dope
books,
as
off the
fuck.
record.
That guy was dope as fuck.
Yeah,
He's
that was a
incredible.
good
Never
one.
heard
He's
of
like
him.
he's like Guy Tall level, I would say.
Yeah,
That's cool.
no shit.
Went through
Yeah.
his stuff, man.
This is scientist, right?
Yeah, I kind of dove into that whole ICM community, but it went.
Jimmy,
like,
put your fucking hat back on, dude.
yeah, yeah, man. Jesus.
What? Jesus Christ!
Like it's like nice, man.
Oh my god! Fucking birthday boy! Oh my
Oh man.
god! Oh my god!
Showing my age.
Woo. Oh.
You guys, okay, so here, can I say something? Everybody tonight, costume was legit. You guys did a good job.
Yeah, that's solid. Good.
I'm not into getting dressed up, so I'm pretty impressed that I threw something together.
Yeah, I think Mike gets MVP when it comes to costume, but we all knew
Peter.
that kind of going into it.
We were
Yeah.
all gonna do that though. He just like called it first.
He
Yeah.
totally did.
You gotta be on top of the shit, though. You know, guys,
Everyone was like, "Oh,
fucking
Peter
savages
Lick,
like
like,
you." They're
no-brainer.
like, "Yeah, Peter Lick, no brainer."
I wonder if-
Least
I wonder if-
creative of all.
Do you think it would be better if all of us do Peter Lick?
You should all do Peter Lick. That would have been hilarious too.
That would have been
actually.
amazing. Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
done the accent, the Aussie accent for sure.
Can you do it right now?
I'm
Say
kind of
something.
disappointed that you didn't do it, mate.
dude.
That you
Do
didn't
the
do
whole
the
thing.
fucking Aussie accent, mate.
Yeah, fuck, I can't do it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
think
just know it would have devolved into like Irish or whatever, and then it just would have been.
no. I think we do two things. One, we do Peter Lick, and then 2, we have a fucking busted background, and then 3, we throw up a couple of shit images. Or would we get fucked up for that?
Dude, why did I not share my own images? Jesus Christ, there were so many missed opportunities here. I should totally share my own fucking images. Damn it.
Like a big moon?
Like, I could have shared the fucking moon in front of the clouds. I could have done, there's tons of shit I could have done.
You don't have that shit, dude. Fuck you.
No, I absolutely could have fucking shared that. And then you guys could have been like, no, dude, you're not supposed to share your own images. It would have been like, fuck you. These are the best images out there. And like,
You guys are jealous of my mustache.
That's
we are.
I could have been like a police officer, cowboy, like so many things.
Dude, you
Mall cop.
Peter, you totally fucked that up. That is such a good call.
yeah, it really would have been. Yeah. Oh, weird. This one of my images. Jesus. Yeah.
You fucked that up, man. That's so fucking
No. Next year, I've got so many goals and plans for next year. It's gonna be amazing.
I would like to see like your annular eclipse in front of the Rockies.
Yep.
Yeah, in front of
that one has northern lights in it too, as well.
Yeah, some palm trees.
Yep. Got a palm tree there. Yep.
What are you working there, Eric?
I'm still drinking the stout. You guys done with yours?
No. Oh God, no. I need to work.
I'm done with my diner. Well, just about done with it. I don't know what the ABV on this fucker was.
It's like
Let's,
9 or 10.
Those are usually 7.
Are they? Shit. Yeah, so I did whatever Infinite Ghost is at 10%, Heart of Chaos, and then the Diner Series. Pretty good.
Let's get a let's do a cheers to end this episode before it gets too off the rails and we get banned from the internet forever.
True story.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Yeah, good stuff. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Be safe.
That's right.
Go to a Peter Lick Gallery.
Always.
Buy a print.